Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Um, Let me know how it sounds, and if you can see me all right. I am doing my new setup. Still working out the kinks. I mean, honestly, there's been no kinks. It's been pretty smooth so far. But welcome back. Let me know. Like, is the camera better? This is on a laptop now. My old desktop computer was so slow; it wasn't even updating anymore, and so I had to get a new one. Um, but yeah, it's I think this should be working a lot better for everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if all that works. Um, Oops, there we go. And and hi Jet, hi Hadassah. Hadassah, you just started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, that's such a good show. I can't wait for you to like watch more of it. It's gonna be awesome. It's such a great show. I want to start writing. I mean, rewatching it all. You're kind of lagging. It's kind of computer. It's kind of computer. I'm lagging. Okay. It's kind of glitchy. Okay. Let's see. I'll try to work on that. Thank you. Let me just keep me posted on like what happens. It really is glitchy. Oh no. It does look pretty glitchy right now. Now it's saying like it's not even getting a stream. Okay. All right, now it's saying it's got excellent connection, so I hope that means it'll kick in a second. Can you guys hear me now? It really is a good show. Yeah, Jet, you said it right. Uh, let's see, hold on. And Hadassah, that dream seems crazy where the village in your bedroom was brainwashed and their memories replaced with new ones, so now they're all completely different people. That sounds like almost like a WandaVision kind of thing, episode. I kind of like that. Okay, great. The video stopped lagging. Fantastic. And hopefully you mean the videos stopped lagging and not just stopped in general. Um, but yeah. All right. I'm glad we're back on track. Here we go. So I'm gonna move. There we go. Uh, Such a good show. Yeah, I can see. Okay, awesome. Great guys. Thank you for the heads up. It still looks like it's lagging on my end, so that's what's kind of weird right now. But all good. Um, I have not set up my microphone yet. I realized I needed an extra cable to do that. But hopefully they should be coming in the mail soon, and hopefully today actually. Then you guys can hear me better, and I think I'll set up my phone camera so that I'll maybe if you guys are interested, I'll show you guys like a whole setup day. Um, so it's like one of Oh yeah, so it's playing Animal Crossing. Oh nice. I have not played Animal Crossing yet. I've just like talked to like we did that episode. It was fun. Okay. Also, today's question is: what was the last time you let your imagination run wild? I heard Hadassah. She said yesterday. Does anybody else have a time where you felt like your imagination ran wild and it just kind of like got out of control, but in a good way too. It doesn't always have to be a bad way. Um, Also, for those of you that are new, I like to do today's morning game plan before each episode starts, really. And so this is where, if you look up at the top of the screen, we have a timeline of what we're going to be doing in this episode, just so that you guys get an idea. And as we go through the episode, you'll see the sun move across the timeline till we get to the end. That way, you know if you need to go to like a bathroom or get some water or something like that, you know when would be a good time for you. So we start off with the art review, which is where we look at art from last episode, and then we kind of like do an art critique kind of thing, and just kind of admire what everybody's been doing in a week. Then we do our quote of the day, which I find an artist or somebody to inspire us, to get us into the right headspace, which leads us into the next category up top is morning mindfulness. And that's when we take a moment to breathe and get our head straight and like assess where we're at emotionally and stuff, just so that we know what kind of emotions and what we're dealing with for creating art. Because it's great. All the emotions are good and helpful, but sometimes if you don't know that you're feeling angry about something or upset about something or sad or happy, and you don't know where it's coming from, it's harder to place that into your artwork. Ooh, Jet, which two are your favorite shows too? Okay. Then we also do our two art icons. So today there's like, it looks like waves, and then there's a Greek column. I won't tell you anything more about that, but those are the two categories that we're going to draw today. And in between those two categories, you'll see that there's a karate break. And so that's when we do some karate, just to stretch out our bodies, because you don't want to get like too stiff in what you're drawing, in your drawings, because then your drawings look stiff and you want your drawings to look fun and have life to them. My favorite show is the new one called Falcon and Winter Soldier. Hades, that was cool. All right. And then we go on to our challenge of the day, which I gave you guys something to do when you go home, or like when you're already home. You're probably all been home for like the last year. But it's something that you guys can do when this episode ends. And then we check our mailbox to see if we have any morning mail, which is any letters that don't have to do with last episode's class. And we draw, and I look at what you guys sent me that you drew. And it could be anything. It could be any kind of doodle or drawing that you wanted to share. And then we say our goodbyes. All right, so moving right along. Last episode, we did plein air painting, which was really cool. We did some gouache painting, and it was really fun to try to paint a scene like Ivan Earl, who did like the backgrounds for Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, I don't know if anybody has gouache paints or have tried them out, but they're a lot of fun, and definitely I would recommend it. What do we got in the chats? And we're going to go on to the next slide. WandaVision, some other show on Disney Plus called Amphibia. I want you to draw Artemis and Athena. Ooh, this is cool. Okay, you guys already know your Greek gods pretty well. If you guys ever want to submit your artwork, though, you can do it to noahfontana@gmail.com and tag me in it on Instagram at teacher.noah, which is probably the easiest way. Honestly, either one. It's easier for me to keep track of your emails, but I'll probably respond faster if it's on Instagram. We lost the Apple Pencil, so now I'm using a crappy iPad rubber pen. Oh no, Jet. I mean, for a while I was using my finger on my phone. But what's cool is that it kind of helps you draw in a different style. So maybe you can try to do that. That's so funny that you guys all wanted to draw Athena and Artemis. Okay. So have you guys all read Percy Jackson? Because I'm pretty sure you guys were all screaming at me to do this episode where we had Percy Jackson as the theme. So Rick Riordan is the author. His real name is Richard Russell Riordan, and he's American, or Junior also at the end of his name. He's an American author, probably best known for Percy Jackson and the Olympians. And he discovers who is a son of the Greek god Poseidon. Did you guys know that, so Percy Jackson has ADHD and dyslexia, but that's also Rick Riordan's son. Haley is his son's name. And he kind of ran out of stories to tell his kid at bedtime when he was in second grade. And so his son wanted to hear more about the Greek gods and stuff. And so, you've read all the books, good. And so then Rick created a character that could fit in with the other Greek gods, but that also had a lot of similarities to his son. So his son felt like he related to the character more. And then that's how Percy Jackson started. Excuse me. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. All right. So Rick Riordan also said, and I believe this is a quote from the book, that it's funny how humans can wrap their mind around things and fit them into their version of reality, which I really liked for a lot of reasons. And that's, I'll read it one more time. It's funny how humans can wrap their mind around things and fit them into their version of reality. So, to get into the morning mindfulness, as we take a few moments to breathe, I invite you to close your eyes and and think of a time your imagination ran wild. Thank you, Mason. You're so funny. So think of a time. Let me know in the chat when your imagination has run wild. Now, our imagination is a pretty powerful tool that can create a lot of different things. Sometimes what we create in our minds are things that are scary, like almost like a monster in your closet or under your bed, like when you were little. But even as adults, we can create, and that's kind of what anxiety is you create monsters and bad things happening in your life that really you don't have to worry about them happening. But usually what gets us is that our imagination takes a little fear that is a real fear, and it kind of makes it huge and makes it this whole thing that we can't stop thinking about anymore. So the cool thing, though, is about our imagination is that it can be used for fun, and it can be a helpful tool. It could also help us be not scared of a monster by pretending we have superpowers or an invisibility cloak, as if that's like a kid example. But you could also use that and use your imagination to be hopeful for the future and kind of fight against those fears a lot of the times by letting yourself imagine what are the good things that might happen. So as we move on to the next portion of class, I invite you to take this opportunity to use your imagination as a tool that we can control rather than a force that controls you. You guys can control your imagination. And that's what I want to try to do today with our drawing. So our first drawing, is Percy Jackson. Okay, so, whoa, there's my face. There we go. All right, so here's a picture of Percy Jackson holding a lightning bolt, which he's trying to, I guess, bring back to his dad. The Lightning Thief was also made into a musical. I saw it in a musical. Wow. Kratos, can you please do an episode of drawing the personifications of our own mental illnesses? Ooh, Isabella, yeah. Isabella, do you want to co-host that one with me? I'm going to write that one down right now. Personification of our own mental illnesses. Yeah, of course you guys are. Shoot me an email and also even if you guys feel like co-hosting might be a big step for you, I am working on this week was working on the original setup, but I think in the coming weeks soon I'm going to open up a Zoom call for you guys, and I'll send that out into the email from the previous week. You know how I send an email out every Saturday after the episode? I'll include a Zoom link in it for the following week's episode, and then if you guys want, you could hop on the Zoom call, and I'll let you in. You guys can be in a little bar like to my side, and you guys can all like show your work live if you want to try to do that. I'm sorry you guys are dealing with those things though. Mason wants to do a co-host. Okay, let me see. I'm just writing that down. Yeah, well, Mason, we did a Marvel episode. I'm totally down to do it again because I think we already did a Greek God episode too. I've honestly lost track of some of them at this point. But because I think, guys, this is episode 39 of season 2, and I think we already went up to like 45 for season 1. So we're at like we're getting close to 100 episodes, which is kind of cool. And I love that you guys have been hanging out for this long. But yeah, Mason, that would be awesome. we could do it the same. We could do it different. Yeah, I think there's enough new people and everything like that, and it would be so different having you co-host it too. So that'd be awesome. Um, yeah. Um, hey, Shishak. What's up, Sean Carter? Is Sean Carter your real name? I feel like that sounds like a fake name too. Um, yeah, we can definitely do the emotions. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to work at a sober house where I actually taught a couple classes of art therapy to the clients there and the patients there, and they were adults. But I've also done some work with art therapy at like UCLA and through like Awaken Arts too, which is like a nonprofit that my friend started. Um, Everybody's so happy that you're here, Shushak. I love it. But yeah, if you guys want to do more of that stuff, I'd be totally down. Maybe we should start that, right? Maybe make an extra. I don't know. I'm thinking because I personally love doing art therapy, and that could be a kind of a cool. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Would you guys want to keep? Should we keep on doing the same morning cartooning stuff that we've been doing and keep that consistent, and then do some art therapy live stream stuff, or should we just kind of change direction of morning cartooning and make it more focused on art therapy? I feel like that could be fun too. I kind of like that idea. All right. Anyway, let's draw some Percy Jackson. All right. So what we're going to do right here is we're just going to draw our own interpretation of Percy Jackson, because I think Zoe can whisper to you, Noah. You can send me an email. Is that what you want? Like, you don't want everybody else to see in the chat. Send me an email. You guys have it, I believe. It's noahfontana@gmail.com. And yeah. But definitely include your parents on the email too, just so that they know who you're talking to and everything like that, that you're not talking to random people on the internet. We don't want that. But would you guys, Isabella, would you guys like it better if we did it separately, right? Like a morning cartooning and then like an art therapy one? Or should we just change the focus of morning cartooning to be focused on art therapy? And that would be like if we didn't want to do just like random drawings throughout the week. You said something about someone co-hosting could be one of them. Yeah, Sean. But Sean, I feel like I'm just getting to know you now. So I'm excited that you want to do it. But send me an email. Let me know a little bit more about you. Maybe we can do like a Zoom call and we can like chat and I can get to know you a little bit more. But yeah, I want everybody to co-host. I think that'd be so cool. All right. So for Percy Jackson, now I was doing some research on him. I think we're just going to go off this picture. We're just going to keep it short and sweet. Let's see. Okay. I'm just not going to follow that pose exactly. All right. So here we go. I'm going to get rid of... There we go. Now we can really see. Okay, yeah, Sean. Yeah. Okay, Jet. Let me know if that works for you. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys too, actually, before we do that. This was a fan art that somebody made of Percy Jackson. What I thought was really cool was that Percy Jackson and the Olympians, like the story, what they do is they take Greek gods and then they make them more modern, which is really fun. I love like crossing over and making things more modern because I feel like it makes it almost more relatable. And yeah, and so This is a really cool illustration by Viria. You can find her stuff on Tumblr, I know, and I think she has an Instagram too. Um, but uh, but yeah, really cool, and I love that fan art, and so that's what we're gonna try to do. But we're gonna try to just draw Percy Jackson based off of this illustration. Um, what pose should he be in? Should Percy be? Um, let's do some mock-up sketches right here. I can't draw digitally because my Apple Pencil has got smashed. No, how did it get smashed? Oh no, that's so annoying. Now that I think about it, the thing I was gonna ask to draw is from a horror puzzle game, so it's scary. Oh, that's fine. I mean, we'll put out a little warning saying that it's scary. I've definitely gone through phases where I was really into drawing scary things and creepy things, and it's so fun. Like, there's something really satisfying about trying to make things as creepy as scary as you can. We did an episode on like creepy and cute, and like how to make a cat creepy and scary, or like creepy and cute. It was a lot of fun. I think it was a big hit too. Let's see if he's holding like a sword or something, because I know he has a sword. All right. You guys have any thoughts on poses for him? I'm just gonna do a couple like little mock-up doodles for it. Maybe this has got like electricity coming out of it too, the sword. So now that I think about it, it might be too scary, but it's called Little Nightmares 2. Too scary for you even? I'm writing it down though. Um, I know we did an episode on dreams, but it would be kind of fun to do an episode on nightmares. Maybe we can do that. I feel like nightmares say a lot. No, not me. Oh yeah, I think we'll let people decide for themselves. I think some people. I just heard Quentin Tarantino. He did movies that you probably haven't seen, but if you had, they're very gory and like bloody and stuff, and like brutal and aggressive. And with a nosebleed, it's a reference to one of the books. Okay, with a nosebleed for sure. Okay, like a little like um, Stranger Things girl kind of reference. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably not. Um, but Jet, it was really cool because Quentin Tarantino, who's the director for these like crazy brutal films, somebody in an interview was like, "Well, why do you make them so aggressive and like why do they um, why do you make him like that?" And he was like, "Because it's fun." And he just was like exasperated. It was just like, it's just fun sometimes to see how far you can stretch things, and so I think, yeah, I'm totally all for that. I think it would be really fun to try to see how gruesome we can make something, um, just to explore it. Okay, my name is Isabella. You're definitely okay. Uh, See, that's what I mean though. If it's something that comes into your head, and you and you can and you are experiencing it when you go to sleep, I think there's a good chance that other people have experienced similar nightmares like that, and I think maybe talking about them and sharing them on YouTube might be a cool thing, because then other people could be like, oh, whew, I'm not crazy because Isabella has crazy nightmares too. You know, I think that would be kind of fun. Okay, maybe we do like a closer picture of him. Murdered several times in each. Oh my goodness, Isabella. Okay, thanks, Sean. Isabella, you're getting murdered in your nightmares? By who? In my nightmares. Yeah, okay, gotcha. I read that one already. Maybe try to figure out the story. I've never seen their face. It's just a silhouette. Ooh, creepy. If we were to draw it, the first, you're going to have to first watch a series of the first Little Nightmare game, then the second game. Okay. Maybe try to figure it out. Jet, can you send me an email about that and whatever else you were going to tell me about, too? Give me a little, give me some homework for me to watch, what to watch it. I'll totally watch it then. Maybe try to figure out the story. Okay. Oh, you've been literally backstabbed with people you trust in your nightmares? Hold on, I grab All right. That's what I was going to send you. Oh, okay, gotcha. By people I trust in my neighbors. That's crazy. Oh, okay, gotcha, Jet. Thanks. All right. How have you guys been? How was your? Did anybody celebrate Easter? Did you guys? Are you guys on spring break? I noticed that's a thing that's happening now too. Is the boy you're drawing like the son of Zeus? Well, I was trying to draw Percy Jackson actually. Who's Percy's hair is longer? Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna say too. We can do. Oops. Um. Oh, I don't want his. There we go. There's like this picture of him when he when he got older, and I feel like it would be kind of cool to make Percy Jackson look a little bit more like that. Like, what if Percy Jackson looked older? Sorry, I haven't seen this show. Or is it a movie? This is Percy, not Jason. I think Percy's hair is longer. That's okay. We're gonna move on from this in a little bit because it's already 10:30. I think this part was more about the conversation that we were having, which is cool. Let's just do some watercolor background, and then we'll call it a day for this guy. Because I want to get on to the next portion of the class. There we go. My favorite detail one. All right, and these brushes are the Max Packs brushes. They're super cool. Not sponsored. Just like the brushes. Can we draw Athena in the style of the Olympians graphic novel? Oh, what's the Olympians graphic novel? I don't know that one. Okay. Is there one like official like graphic novel version that that people like? The books are hilarious. Oh man, maybe I should read the books. No, I'm just kidding. I have way too many books that I already have to read before I can add on another one. I think that was too much of a beard for him. All right, all right. Let's call it a day for him right now. Wow, that is so good. Thanks, Adassa. Um, yeah. Little sketch. We can maybe work on that later, but I really want to get to the next portion of class of the episode. So let's just move on. Okay, so down to our karate break. Time to stretch out, guys. I'm feeling so good now. My clavicle is like almost completely healed. I think I have one more checkup later this month. Prayers for that. He's starting to look like Jesus. That's funny. I once heard that like if like Jesus was a hipster, he would look like Chris Evans, the guy who plays Captain America, when he has like long hair and a beard or something. It was like really funny. Um, this is me when I was doing karate. If you haven't seen these pictures yet, I was like I think 10 to 11 or something like that. Excuse me that here, but I started at the school when I was 7, and then kept on going up until like when I was in college. And then I think I just stopped when I was like in my senior year of college, and I had to like focus on my art projects. But it was a lot of fun, and I want to get back into it once COVID ends. So right now is a time where we play Sensei Says. This is the fun part because we get to move around a lot and stretch our limbs out. So let's change this to, there we go. Hey, okay. I know they are what made me get into oh yeah, Greek mythology is so cool though too. Okay, so let's stretch out our arms. It's so important to stretch. So stretch your arms like this. Stretch your arms like that. Stretch them out over your head. Ow, that kind of hurt my clavicle a little bit. This is all good just because it helps you stay loose when you're drawing, and that's why we're doing this. I wouldn't make you guys do karate just if you sign up for a drawing class because that doesn't make any sense. But I believe confidently that doing this will help you in your drawings. All right, and you can also stretch out. I'm trying to get Sunny into karate. Oh, Jessica, what's up, dude? Oh, I could, yeah, that would be so fun. She did like the little kids karate, was so fun. We taught like, because when at my school you end up doing like you're like you're a student, and then you become a junior black belt eventually when you're like in your mid teens, I guess, and you become a junior black belt, and so you're also like an assistant teacher, like a TA, and then as you move on and you get older to your like solid when you're actually like a black belt and you're like in your later teens, then they actually let you teach classes. So it's fun. I got to teach like some of the kids like Sunny's age too, and also like the kids that you grew up. It was cool. It's a really nice way to like see to keep the community rolling, which is really fun. Which I honestly I hope for you guys. I hope you guys eventually can start hosting your own classes and then teaching people how to draw too, or do something artistic or fun. I think that'd be really cool. A drawing of hipster Jesus. Oh, I actually have one of those drawings. I'm gonna pull it up, okay? Because I did Sunday school. Hold on a second. Where's my drawing of hipster Jesus? Okay, I got it. Okay, you want to see it right now? Okay. There would maybe Chris. I think Chris. I don't know if Chris Evans actually saw it, but I'm sure he would think it's hilarious. He's a goofball. She follows the online karate class. She loves it, but I want an in-person one. She's still little, so maybe. Yeah, she is definitely. I mean, how old? She's little, right? Like I think she's. Oh God, I don't even want to guess now because I was gonna say like 1, but that's not true. She's definitely like probably like 3 or 4 now, I think. But yeah, she is definitely really little. There's only like so much. I remember I had a mom come up to me after I taught one of the karate classes, and she was like, sorry, my boy is like so wild and can't sit still. I was like, yeah, he's like a 3-year-old boy. He's not going to sit still. Like that's just like getting him to sit still and focus for like a few minutes. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Getting a little kid to sit still for like a few minutes is like there's only a limit. There's a limit to how much their energy levels can do, and that's totally normal. Okay, here, let me show you guys my hipster Jesus really quick. So this is for an animation we did where he comes scootering in, and I have him riding it's a dove instead of a bird scooter because like Jesus and the dove and everything. And this is hipster Jesus with his ripped jeans and his Converses and his man bun and his hipster beard. So, and then this is Matthew the tax collector working on his laptop. So this is the animation that we did. It was pretty goofy. It was a lot of fun though. Okay. All right, let me get out of this so that we can jump right back into the drawing once we're done with karate. Oh, thanks, Jet. I think it's because I don't make actual videos. I just do live streams. But if you guys share me some of your friends, I think Jesus looks like Zach. Oh, that's funny. Does Zach have a man bun now? Yeah. Jet, right. Oh, you guys are awesome. Oh, you guys are making me feel so good. Oh. Okay, let's do karate though. Come on, let's focus. If you guys share me around, then maybe I'll get 1 billion followers and stuff, and then I can have a whole studio. Okay. Also, for those of you that are in LA or in California, we're hoping that we can start having like studio live stream classes, and then that way you guys could actually come in person and do those. But we're still holding off on that. But yeah, that would be really fun. Um, who's ZHC? Maybe that's why. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting so distracted. You guys are awesome. Sensei says, let's go. Okay, everybody get up. Sensei says, we're going to start off with the kicks. Ready? Sensei says front kick. Sensei says side kick. Sensei says back kick. Sensei says front kick, back kick. Sensei says side kick, middle block. Ha! Did I throw you off of that one? All right, let's add the blocks in now. So we're doing kicks and blocks right now. Okay. Once I have my set up a little bit more, I'll probably be able to back it up a little bit, and then you guys can see the whole thing, and I can do the moves with you. Tell all my friends about your class, but no one comes. Oh man, Isabella, that's having friends for you. Sometimes that happens. Focus on, yeah, guys, come on, please stop complimenting me, please. It's too much. I mean, you can keep on going if you really want to, but like, stop. I appreciate that so much, Isabel. That means a lot to me. That you were trying to tell them about the classes. Maybe what you could do, you could ask them what kind of things that they would like to draw, and then I could add that into the roster, and then we can draw a class especially just for them, and then they can see how fun it is in this class. I would totally be down to do that. Yeah, if you guys have people and they're like, oh, but he doesn't draw what I like to draw, or he doesn't draw what I'm interested in, just let me know, and I can. What's having friends like? I know there's probably a lot of seriousness to what you said, Jet. But it was funny too. I hope you meant it to be funny a little bit. Yeah, having friends is a lot of drama. Honestly, it's a lot of drama, but it's also good because we all bring drama to things. So it's just relationships. But I think especially with technology and stuff, everybody's gonna be able to find some. I mean, just like how you guys, I feel like would all be friends if we hung out in real life. If you guys met in my classroom in real life. But yeah, I think sometimes it's tough to find friends. I've definitely gone through moments. It was supposed to be funny. Okay, good. It's a bummer, and it can be really scary when you don't have friends. But I hope you guys know that I consider you guys friends, and I hope that you guys consider each other friends, and I hope you know that you're not alone in feeling that. I definitely remember feeling that way. And then, you make friends, and then I moved out to California, and then I didn't have friends again, and then you make some more friends, and then those friends move, and too. So it's always a crazy flow. But you will, I'm confident, you will make friends. You will have a good group of people that you guys can call like your community too. Aside from our amazing morning group community. That everyone here is already friends. That's what I thought too, is about. Our obsessed with Percy Jackson, never to the list like this, so I thought that would convince them to come. Oh man, huh? No, Jet. I don't ever want you to feel that way. You can totally. We can totally talk about it. This is. I'm not getting paid for this, and I'm just doing this in my room, so we can talk about whatever you like. We can pause the class completely and not do karate if we don't want to. We can do whatever we want, which is kind of cool. All right, but maybe getting some movement in will help us get on to the next portion of class. Okay, Sensei says kicks. Okay, and we're going to do blocks. Ready? Sensei says rising block. Sensei says cross block. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says down block. Sensei says parry. Sensei says parry. Sensei says front kick. Side kick. Sensei says rising block. Down block. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says front kick. Side kick. Back kick. Oh, like face-to-face friends? Yeah. Yeah. Well, also, guys, like, if you feel like you haven't seen your friends in a long time, you probably haven't, even if you did have friends. A Also, um, I mean, sometimes I think we live in a cool time where we're able to stay in touch with people, like right now, like what we're doing right now, when we're not able to have a lot of face to face interactions. But I mean, honestly, like how we talk and stuff. I mean, it's a little bit different because you guys are texting and there's a delay and stuff. But once we do that Zoom thing, if you guys are interested, although nobody said they're interested in the chat, so I'm kind of dubious as if that's actually going to happen. But um, still in Isabella. All right, I know Isabella, you never get out. Okay, I'm gonna get you out with this last one: attacks, blocks, and kicks. Oh, what I was gonna say though was that uh, a lot of my good friends now, I only communicate over the phone, and we just talk on the phone for hours. And a lot of them are back east too, so like even if it wasn't COVID, I could see them. But yeah, there's always my one best friend who I talk to every morning. Slider. Slider, say hi to all your fans, dude. Look how big he's getting. In a good way. You look great, dude. You look fantastic. You want to go sit back down? Okay, say goodbye. All right. I'll put it back down. Oh my goodness, he's getting heavy. I love you, big boy. Okay. I have face, but I want new ones. I've had this one friend for 8 years. Oh, okay, yeah. Did I not call it Isabel? Oh, gotcha. Jess friend. That's so funny. All right. Isabella, that's like the popular name right now. I just started classes at the Parks and Rec. And I've got like two or three Isabellas, one that's got a similar name to that or something like that. It's crazy. Slaughter, they all love you. People are supposed to have only one best friend. I have like 15. I think everybody has a different amount of friends. When I was growing up, I typically would have like one really good friend and then was just like friendly with other people. But then when I lost that one friend, then I would go through a period where I didn't really feel like I had any friends, and then I would find another good friend. And it wasn't like I was searching for it, it just happened. A lot of the times it was people that I really didn't like or get along with. Some people that I like actively didn't like, that I hated. And then they ended up being like my best friends. One of my friends that I still talk to back home, we talked on the phone for like 5 hours, and when I first met him, I disliked him so much. It was crazy. Okay, we're just never gonna get fit. Okay, Isabel, I'm gonna get you out in this one right now. Okay, ready? Here we go. Attacks. Here we go. Straight punch. Sensei says, "Did I get you for the first straight punch? Because that might have got you out." Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says spear hand. Sensei says heel palm. Sensei says hammer fist. Sensei says back fist. Sensei says shuto. Sensei says rouge hand. Sensei says, what is that one? Vertical fist. Sensei says back fist. Sensei says rising block, middle block, down block. Sensei says rising block. Sensei says straight punch. Sensei says down block. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says side kick, back kick. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says spear hand. Sensei says front kick. Sensei says middle block. Sensei says side kick. Sensei says shuto. Back fist, hammer fist. Sensei says heel palm, hammer fist. Sensei says straight punch. All right. Did I get anybody out with that one? Let me know. Now we're going to move on to Greek gods. Okay, so you guys already seem to know a lot about Greek gods. Okay, so I don't think this is going to be anything new or surprising to you. You were at the first round, Jed. So funny. You know what's funny? I was just telling someone the other day how I remember crying in karate class because my teacher was great. Harry Glacken, he was one of my best teachers still. Isabella, bravo. But my teacher, he was really tough too, because he wanted us to learn and he wanted us to be safe too. Because I've seen one time somebody break their leg in the class when we were older, not as kids, and we were just working on our own and we were kind of messing around and yeah. But one time when I was a kid, I think I was like 8 or 9, I kept on doing the punch wrong, and he was getting upset because he was getting like he was starting to get more and more loud when he talked to me because I kept on doing the same thing wrong. And if I kept on doing that wrong, I was going to end up trying to punch somebody like that, like when we sparred, and I would have really hurt myself. And so he wanted to make sure I was punching correct. So you don't want to punch from across, like a swing your hand out like that. You want to bring it out from here and punch straight forwards. And I was doing that way. Um, and he was like, no, he was like, you got to punch it right. He's like, you're not listening. He was like, go in front of the mirror and punch like this until you can do it straight. Like, do it like 100 times or 50 times or something like that. And I remember I was like punching in front of the mirror, and my eyes were like, and I was crying, and like tears were rolling down. And I was like, and I was like, because I mean, I didn't want to fail, and I didn't want to mess up or do it wrong or whatever like that. And I thought he was mad, and he wasn't. He was just like trying to impress the point on me. But yeah, I don't know. That was just a story. I don't know if I had a moral to that story. But I did really still like him as a teacher, and I kept on going, and I ended up staying there, obviously, so many years later. Yeah, no point to that story, I guess. All right. Oh boy. Okay. Let's draw in the last 6 minutes really quick, guys. Man, this is a successful first week back. All right. I quit soccer because the teacher was so mean. Yeah, there's difference for sure, Jet, between being a mean teacher and being a good teacher that sometimes needs to raise his voice or her voice. My teacher was definitely one of the good teachers, and he didn't yell at us just randomly. Like, it was really only when we had the potential to hurt ourselves and he needed to get through to us, that it was like an important thing. Because after that, I punched right, you know. Oh no, wait, Shushak, what's Colin saying? Is he watching too? Okay, so there are a bunch of Greek gods and goddesses: Zeus, Hera, Ares, Athena, Hermes, Demeter, and Poseidon. Poseidon was the one that, like they said, was the father of Percy Jackson. And what I like too is, hello Logan, is that they each had, like, this is Artemis, the Greek goddess of hunting, wild nature, and chastity, the daughter of Zeus and sister of Apollo. And what I think was kind of cool was that they each kind of had like their really their like theme, what they were about. Oh, that's awesome, Shushak. Thanks for letting me know. So if you guys were a Greek god, what would you look like, and what would your statue be? What would your let's do here we go. Okay. What would your like kind of like how Artemis, this is hers. So I was thinking, what would mine be, right? Let's see. Noah, Greek god of, what do you guys think? What would I be the Greek god of? This is like taking my ego to the next level. First you guys were complimenting me, and now I'm asking you to say what kind of god I would be. Oh, it's hilarious. Okay, did not mean it to come off like that. 1 second, still teaching class. So guys, come on, let me know in the comments. I can't do all the work here, as it isn't completely my class. Okay, so Artemis, I love this like statue because there's like so much movement. I think I don't know if I could pull that pose off though. What should we Greek god of, once I thought Artemis and Zeus were something. Greek god of karate. Do we have to be Greek? Oh my god. Okay. Greek god of drawing. I don't know if I'm that good at drawing though yet. Like, I feel like Greek god of doing drawing and karate on YouTube, maybe I could do that. No, you don't have to be Greek. These just have a good series, I guess. Okay, here, let's the 12 Olympian gods. So you have Zeus, Hera, Athena, Apollo, Poseidon, Ares, Artemis, Demeter, Aphrodite, Dionysus. Wait, that's I know how to say it. Hermes and Hephaestus. One of the muses. You would be one of the muse. Oh, I wouldn't be a Greek god. Are you saying that for me, Isabella? Muse of painting. It looked like you put freak. Got it. What's the difference between the muses and the god? I mean, let's look it up. Are they Greek? The projector of tragedy. Oh, maybe you should draw it like that. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're playing with fire. All right. No, the muses are goddesses, but they're the 9 goddesses of the arts. Okay. All right. Okay, you put freak god. So I'll be the freak muse god of art and drawing. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, let's change this up here. Boom. And we'll get this. Oops. Okay. All right, we might hit some nudity here. Just cover your eyes. Or it's just Greek mythology. All right, mythology, cult. No, that's not what we want. Literature sense. They were considered the source of knowledge, embodiment of the. Oh wow, you're right. Totally. No, please don't play with fire. All right. Let's get some color here. It's like this orange tannish color. Okay. I think I need a cleaner brush actually. Not that one. I hear my cousin Gus talking to Mary Shelley. It's pretty funny. All right, guys, we're pretty much done. I'm going to draw myself as a muse. Maybe have like a little laptop setup. I'm just going to do this setup right here. Okay. Fun class, guys. Oh my goodness. Please don't play with fire. All right, I'm gonna finish this drawing. I have it in my head now. We just don't have time. I'll finish it off camera. For homework though, create a modern version of the Greek god and email me the results. So you could pick any other Greek god, or any god, and try to draw a modern version of them. I think that would be really fun. Or draw yourself as a god or a muse or something like that. That's not smart. All right, yeah. So try that out. And send it to me. Here's my email one more time. Teacher@teacher.no on Instagram. You guys know that. It's always in the bottom right corner. Our star student for today, though, is, drumroll please. That was terrible. Hadassah. All right, Hadassah, thank you for sending in. She said, here's the little animation I did for the Flora and Ulysses episode, and below that is a drawing I did for a Jack Russell Terrier. Thank you, Hadassah. Thank you, Hadassah. That's awesome. Guys, look how good this drawing is that Hadassah drew. It's so cool. I'm so impressed. Proud of you, Hadassah. This is really cool. And the fact that you've been just kept on drawing and learning throughout this incredibly difficult, annoying, frustrating time. Bravo. You also did a really cool animation. So here we go. Let's play it. Here we go. There we go. Guys, look at that. Look how cool that is. The dog's tail wags. really awesome job. I love it. Definitely post that one. See if you could post it on a loop. Because I have to keep on clicking. But okay, thanks, Jet. Yeah, definitely send me info on the Little Nightmares too. But fantastic job, Hadassah. Really cool. I'm so proud of you. Yeah. Oops. If you guys want to be a star student like Hadassah, email me, noahfontana@gmail.com, teacher.noah. I'm working on, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, honestly, because but I have some star student stuff and I want to like give you guys like a button or something like that, or a pin. What would be something that you guys would want? Because I feel like I have different star student like categories for if you've hosted, if you've submitted stuff, all that stuff. And I feel like you guys deserve some thanks for all the stuff that you guys have done. So let me know in the chats what you guys would like, what kind of like merch or something. Like, would you guys want a button? Would you guys want stickers? I don't know. Band-Aid. Just if you can, guys, thumbs up. Maybe that'll get us some more viewers, and you could donate too. Comment below what you'd like to draw in the chat. You guys are awesome. See you next week. Yeah. Comment below and send your drawings to me. Definitely send your drawings to me. Next week, guys, it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. We've done this one before, but it was so much fun. We're going to be drawing Avatar: The Last Airbender, and we're going to do creature mashups. It's like, I know it's one of your favorite things to do. And I think we might even do the timed version. A toilet light? Okay, I'll have to look that up and see what it... Maybe chat send me what a toilet light is. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to say this out loud. Light. Toilet light. Okay. Stickers. Okay, cool. I'll figure out how to do stickers. But yeah, it'll be a fun episode for sure. We're going to do like the speed rounds and everything. Yes, I know. It's like a easy... Yeah, I know you guys love it. So I will see you guys next week. 10 a.m. Keep me posted on Instagram and emails. Let me see what you guys drew.